The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also,
there's still a way, I feel like.
A temple had risen out of empty desert, rescuing. Of course,
since
Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
I want to leave him to the Ravens, but do I need to? What does it say about... Oh no, it's just choices. There's a way to unlock... Okay, hold up. We need to unlock her. So, back to choices. So anything that doesn't have to do with... I think it's this one, actually. I remember in the second, after you get this, you get...
The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Renato wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued?
Fuck Lapino.
No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty.
Come to grab that.
Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it? Now he could slice the wings off a fly in the air. Not that he would. It's sort of neat.
Welcome back.
Open, says me.
Ah, shit.
The people who had built this castle, did
I use the door last
what
time?
monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The
Shit.
Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the lost gods, thousands of thousands had died. But Renato had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one.
Sally, you have a problem? What's your problem?
I wonder what happens if I go that way.
Good question. Let's go.
once, Renato had been to a dungeon where all the chests
Shorts
were locked.
are ass when they're small, that's for sure. Go out and buy new ones and sell the ones you have. Easy. I don't know, Zay. I don't know. Oh, I remember this area. I just don't remember which door I've used. If I went this way, I don't even know. Your screen is black anyway. I'm
Renato was looking for a big chest. Wait.
I mean, who cares? At the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Especially when it's a dark screen. Time to open my window. Shit. That jump of mine. Oh god.
He could sense the jewel's power. He had a feeling they were gonna be great friends.
I mean, I honestly, when I was younger, or not younger, it was literally last year. I feel like it was last year. I'm sorry. It's getting really hot in my room. I remember I was on a video call with like a bunch of friends, and I was like, "It's fucking hot in here, right?" And then I instantly was like, "Okay, I'm taking my shirt off. I can't handle it anymore." And I just fucking ripped it off. I was like, "Why not?" You know. I hate Twitch sometimes, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, that's different than your shorts, but at the same time, you know, if you're wearing boxers or whatever, it's really not that bad.
These things could really use a hand.
Bullshit. Bullshit, don't get me hit. But honestly though, like when it's like extremely hot, hiding cave is calling me. Elevated. Do 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 do. I remember. I'm not dumb. But we'll go there later. Hydrate. Run an ad. Okay. Oh shit, enemies. Shit, enemy. My bad.
What's for dinner? I thought. Hope it's not broccoli.
Oh man. Oh my neck. I wasn't ready for that.
read
What
the
did I
other
do?
guide.
Oh man. Take up when I eat broccoli. Wait, did he say something about broccoli? I forgot it. I haven't ate broccoli in years.
That had been his mistake
Honestly,
before.
though.
Thinking he could win a battle of wills with an ancient evil all by himself. He had to be cleverer than that. Or braver. Or something.
Yeah, he got me if I eat the tops. Oh well. Yeah, I just don't eat broccoli.
There it was.
Nothing else about it. I don't mind it actually, though. Honestly, it's just
Engineer's dreams, anyway.
I don't know.
The device was intricate.
I'm gonna be honest about something. It's a lot better than lettuce, that's for sure.
Like it. How is it part of a weapon at all? He'd
I
have
hate
to ask a
lettuce.
scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him. Renato asked himself why he changed course to confront Zenobia. He'd no idea. Sometimes he would just do things, and he could never figure out.
I mean,
how
I know
he'd done
why,
them.
but
Usually, they worked out. After all, he was a hero.
phone.
The truth is, though, he wanted to see her, wasn't it? It had been a dozen years since Swordfu School. He'd followed every rumor about her, every scrap of news.
My neck.
Not that he still loved her. After
Yes, he
all,
does love
she
her.
was his enemy.
Nope, they love
No,
each
it
other.
was solely because know your enemy. But it would be great to see her. Even if they faced off across sword points, as they'd done so many times at school. The world was a less interesting place without her.
I mean, I feel that though. I don't think we've actually been on this one before. No, maybe I have. My bad. Oh, it doesn't matter which sword I'm gonna use for this. Sometimes I just try to get use the green one, and it just doesn't really matter which color because it's not like a power sword. Whatever you want to call it.
Renato had learned so much about...
More XP.
What was it again?
What? Game? You don't want me to break this? Oh shit, I rank up. Doesn't really matter. I mean, eventually,
That would come in handy in a
I don't know.
pinch.
I was gonna say eventually we'll have max, but I don't think we will. This game is really just fucking fun, honestly. And it can make like literally a bunch of videos out of it if we want to, because, you know, that's probably something I'll do while still doing all that other shit. So I'll just probably upload videos and stuff off this game and the Resident Evil stuff that we recorded. But I think the Resident Evil stuff I'm just gonna upload kind of like right away, even though
It wasn't his
I can
fault.
only upload the two.
They look
It's just
so
stupid.
breakable.
Huh.
Renata could feel the burn.
It gave me 10 energy and whatever that is. Energy and kill. Could be nice. I don't know. What's right here? Oh, it's the gem. Never mind. Care less about that. If it was an upgrade, I'd do it, but it's just a gem. It doesn't really matter. We're pretty good on that. So there's
He couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he?
Good question. I think there. Wait, there's another golden item that was on the top left in there, by the elevator. But I don't know if we could have hit it or what. I don't know. Maneuvering over here. Look at me. Look at me go.
Sleep tight, thought Renato.
Yeah. Trying to get health there, but I mean, that worked.
Renato wasn't entirely sure how he was going to capture Zenobia. She'd be expecting him. And he didn't have Lapino to cook up a clever plan. Why was it again that he hadn't got the core? Maybe because the results tended to be disastrous. These streets were familiar. The sword through school was closed now, but he had been down that street 1,000 times. He knew that pub. He knew that alley. He knew the alley behind it much too well. No wonder Zenobia had chosen to invade this island herself.
You are locked in your chambers, ready to spend your last night before, well, you know. I will not apologize if any of you are too proud to forgive. I also know you won't resist reading through. You are a cat. As much as I have tried to educate you like a proper toad, I swear to you, blah, 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 blah.
A present? For me?
A present? For me? Oh god. Oh good. Let's go this way. My bad. No health. Give me more health. I'm looking for the health.
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. Where were her guards? Finally, he reached her bedroom. She was curled up on her bed. Oh, he'd forgotten how beautiful
It's basically
she
the
was.
same thing as earlier,
How
but
sleek.
a better version.
How
of it.
soft.
I mean, or
He
we'll
tapped
get
her
a
on the
better version
shoulder
of it.
with his sword. She vanished. And he suddenly noticed he couldn't move except his mouth. In fact, soon he couldn't keep his mouth shut. He told Zenobia everything. Skyripper, the Iblistone, even where the secret rebel base was, until he was hoarse. It was some kind of truth spell. A talky truth spell. She called her father by Farspeaker Toad and filled His Majesty in.
But why didn't he get the core?
Croaked the Farspeaker in something like His Majesty's croak. Because I missed you, darling. Renato grinned. He doesn't even know why, frowned Zenobia.
Get more drink.
That makes no sense. It's a trap.
Shouted the Emperor.
Is that empty?
I'll meet you at the outpost, and I'll bring my interrogators.
If Bernardo came face to face with the Emperor,
Now it is.
maybe he could assassinate him. But maybe it would be smarter and safer to turn Zenobia against her father.
Let's do this one first.
What are you doing? Asked Zenobia.
I just don't have.
Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He asked her. She
After
shook
this
her head.
story, we'll get
He
more
told
drink.
her His Majesty wanted to bring the lost gods back. They could
That
make
way
him
we
an
can
eater
unlock
of
the
souls,
truth and then just
an immortal.
do it that way.
But to seal his bargain with them,
Okay.
he needed a sacrifice. Someone who truly loved him. She was stunned. Furious. You're lying. Under
No,
a truce
I'm
spell?
not.
It's a trick. You can't prove that. Take me to the observatory, and I will.
Wait, unlock the juice? Unlock the juice? What juice? The confusion.
What kind of proof could you possibly
Pear
have?
juice. Oh,
She said
it's,
as they landed on the
lemonade.
Nexus. Your father
Turn their
ritually
camera back on.
sacrificed a village. And
Nice.
he left witnesses. The scientists resurrected one. Well, it's not really alive, but it can talk. A true witness. She frowned. The dead can't lie. Well, I bet they could.
Lol.
They just don't have any reason to. She nodded grimly. You go on ahead.
I don't want
Don't
the
want the ravens
ravens
to
to
see
see
me.
me.
There was an inscription. No spitting.
You guys both corrected himself, and you corrected him. That's funny. At the same time, too. Wait, what was in this corner? Oh, nothing. Make it bread, nothing. Like I'm saying. Let me know.
Think of all the artisans he was creating employment for. Truly, he was a job creator.
Easy dibs. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Posture check. Hee hee. Hee hee.
What else could you hook?
What else could I hook? I don't know, dude. Oh god.
Good thing
my
those
lord.
ravens never use the healing fruit.
Oh, my head's shot. So this way. Oh wait, that's the way we went earlier. I think it just leads us. That other one led us there. Your aunt? Ugh. It's weird. Barely having it, you know? I don't know if that made sense at all, but oh well. It will if it did or did not. Jeez, brother, I didn't even read that. I get this stuff to break because I wanted to get help and all that. I was literally fighting left, and the guy that attacked me from the left wasn't, you know, my character couldn't counter him. It made no sense to me, but okay. Like, we're fighting on the left, why didn't you fucking counter? Because he's on your left. Like, I don't get it. It's the same button as every other button. Healthy. What? Say? Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that's weird. Big problem. What's your problem? Me. Okay. I'm the problem, Lee. Oh god. I don't know how to solve the problem. I'm sorry. I don't know how to solve your problem. I don't know what to do about that. Oh, I don't know. I need help.
She caught up with him. Don't you think I'd know if my father wanted to invoke the lost gods? Would he tell you? No. Would you help him? No. I'd burn his books. Why'd he adopt a stray cat? You don't ask a thing like that. No, not when there's no good answer, she said, her whiskers twitching.
I don't know what I did, but I'm scared. Scared.
Take a leap of faith, said the inscription.
Take a leap of faith? Okay, let me jump! Oh, I thought this was Assassin's Creed. If only. I'm gonna be playing like a lot of the older Assassin's Creed games too eventually. We'll get to them, but not yet.
From Renato to crush the rebellion.
That'll be like later in the
fair
future.
Trade if the scientists could convince Zenobia to change sides.
Wait, what is it though? Making me scared. I don't even know what it is. Oh. Honestly, think I can get this. I think I can dodge a lot of these fires.
These were no ordinary cannonballs.
I ran right towards it.
Ordinary cannonballs were black.
What? Oh, way bad. But yeah, I'll eventually get to all the Assassin's Creed games too. But I'm gonna wait till I finish all the games I have downloaded on my PS4 and all that good stuff, or on my library downloaded. Because I would like to do that first. Oh, my bad.
For some reason,
look at Discord.
Renato remembered a fairy tale his mother had told him about a land where
I didn't get anything yet.
Animals went around without clothes.
I didn't get anything yet.
Do 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 do. Oh, hit me by two sides, dude. I'll look at it in a minute here. Let me just get rid of these combat first. Okay, let's see. Just take them off. Just do it. Like, what? It's not even your fault, Rose. Oh. You just gotta do it there.
Bernardo wondered what he could make with all this ore and essence.
I mean, if you're just laying in bed or whatever, or just get like
Probably a sword.
take your shorts off, like they're so fucking short. Exactly, like it's not a problem. But I recommend if you're really bothered by it, just like put a blanket up or something. That's it. That's all you need to do.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The ravens had burned the reanimated witness to cinders. Renato was stunned. There goes my proof. These were scientists, not rebels, Zenobia said, upset. Why would he do this? I don't know. Let's go to the fleet and ask him. Yes. I'll meet you on the mountains. There's something I have to get first. But could he afford to meet her in the mountains? He'd given the Empire the location of the secret rebel base. They would need rescuing. Why was he going to meet up with her? Wasn't it more important to rescue the Rebel Council from the almost certain Imperial attack? Why was he in this war anyway? Was it really to fight the good fight, or did he just want to see her again?
And it's
One
not like
of
I
these days, Renato thought, I should really figure out my motives before I pounce. Nah.
I don't know if we clicked the right one.
Was it true? Was he on this adventure just to see Zenobia again?
Yes.
The Imperial heir was not an easy cat to see. Well, she'd ignored all his Kwanzaa gifts. And on the other paw, trying to get a date by joining a war against your intended was, let's say, pretty optimistic. But on the back paw, thought Renato, yes, it sounded exactly like him. Good. I'm so glad we had this little chat, he told himself.
Oh, my bad. Wasn't ready for that. He took so much damage.
They never
there.
locked these things.
Can't break those, I guess, when I'm in the middle of the fight. Okay, there. Almost did not see that exclamation mark. Let's just keep going. I do need health, so let's break some of these along the way.
No skateboarding, the sign said. Once you try it, you're hooked.
Not true at all. Unless you're like have addiction personality. Honestly. I mean, you did say once you try it, you're hooked. I really, that's not really true unless you have an addiction personality, because it's a personality thing. It's not, you're hooked right away. He's stammering over his words. He's like, I meant to grab that shit. My bad. Yeah.
There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there?
I do that a lot. No, but I do too, and it's just kind of like normal for me. I don't do it as much, but it definitely happens though. So usually I'm more overconfident than I usually am nowadays.
There were a lot of dead ravens along the side of the road. Someone had rampaged through here on a killing spree. What had Zenobia gone to get? He had a chilling feeling it was the Iblis stone. Zenobia was level-headed. A stone to make anyone bloodthirsty. You can tell their style from the blade work on the dead bird.
Pretty easy stuff right here.
Couldn't they have put in an elevator? Or a giant eagle? Or
A
something?
giant eagle would be nice. Yeah, game developers, couldn't you put a giant eagle in? Honestly though. An eagle would be nice.
This one looked familiar. Had he lost this one in a card game? Welcome back, he thought.
Welcome back. Say it, judging. Scored. Oh well. Oh no, you don't say that. Obviously, you don't say that. It's just something like, just small things that you can do, even if it's just like, I don't know. No, he's talking about what I tell about people in general. Basically telling himself that he has to allow himself to be vulnerable. That's all I can say. I am eating a 6th fucking apple. Let me know. Which is true. I know that there's like this scientific or like research and stuff going on. See it judging? Let me know. There was this scientific thing that I was reading about like being vulnerable or like doing like embarrassing things like spilling some of the drink on you or whatever. Or like very true actually the more I think about it.
Bernardo wondered what he should do when he found Zenobia. What could he do if she had the Iblis stone?
Nothing good, that's for sure. Wait, why does she seem like an enemy?
He reached the summit, expecting no one. But there she was.
There's like a red ring in it.
Steaming. Pacing.
Out of apples. Oh.
I'm gonna kill him, she said. I'm gonna kill all his ravens. And then him. And then his family. And all the eggs and tadpoles. And then I'm gonna burn down their pond. Did you go and get the Iblis stone? You see, all these ravens I killed. So much power. Yeah. Great. Bernardo said. You really want power from a demonic rock? You want the stone, don't you? Not really. Good. I'd rather not have to kill you. He told her he loved her. That he wouldn't let the Iblistone take her, even if he had to die for it. Well, he planned to tell her. Now, didn't seem like the right time.
That didn't sound like, does it? Yeah.
She'd probably cool off in a bit. So he let her get in her ship and fly off. We
Wait,
rushed
what?
back to the Farfarer and followed her, keeping a healthy distance. Zenobia's ship was just visible through the clouds ahead. How could he reason with her? But
I'm
he had
sad
to.
now. Only
The
because of
rebels were down
apples?
for the count. No wonder. He betrayed the location of their base and then he'd abandoned them. And if she became Empress while she was in the grip of the Iblistone, if she became Empress by murdering her father,
Mad
she
at
could
them.
still be a great
Damn.
Empress.
Feels bad.
But she could also be a nightmare Empress. She had to be stopped.
My parents didn't go shopping. Yeah, I feel you.
There were more dead ravens along his path. Some of them wounded in the back.
I don't know why we can't get
She could have easily
healed.
talked her way past them, or clouded the little tiny raven brains with a spell. She was going out of her way to kill everything in her path. This wasn't Zenobia. Not as he knew her.
Bear da doom, bear da doom. Shit.
He hadn't noticed that path before.
We've been through here before. That was it? Oh. Do 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 do.
He was sort of yanking his own chain, wasn't he?
There was really not much
So,
else other than
His
the
beloved
chest that was there and then
possessed
this
by the
chest.
spirit of a demon. That's what it meant to be a hero. To brave the darkness in your loved one's soul. To have faith there was still good in her. To help her out of that darkness, no matter what the cost. But what? What could he do? She'd have killed him if he tried to take the Iblistone from her. Bye-bye, life.
He thought, hello emptiness.
Hello, emptiness.
I felt that. Oh man. Killed Zay. Felt that. I felt that. Do 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 do. I don't really see where I'm going so far.
Whee!
We. I don't know why he said that. I don't know why I said that. Wee. Oh god. I died. I'm getting told that I'm being too loud in my text messages. You gotta love that. It's so stupid. I'm being too loud, even though I'm literally just talking. Like my voice is dead too, so that so I'm even being even more quieter. It's just so stupid. I hate it so much. Not even that loud. I know. It's my fucking shitty ass house. They'll walk by my door. They're like, "Oh, I can hear you." Like. and I'm gonna have to live in an RV with him. Which means I'm not even gonna be able to stream because we won't have internet, so there's that too. Which I'm not dealing with. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Like, I might just go live with my uncle for however long until the new house. Because I really can't deal with that for not to be heard until I stream. Yeah. I just hate my family so much, honestly. For so many different reasons. Like toxicity and all that.
At the end of the
too,
trail
you know?
of raven corpses was
So
Zenobia.
stupid.
Her father was frantically rigging a strange
Tired of it,
apparatus
that's for
wrapped
sure.
around a glowing core. Don't do it! He shouted.
Your family?
You'll
Oh, I
hate
definitely wish I
yourself in
had
the
a new
morning.
family.
Stay back! She screamed in a horrible voice he'd never heard before. It froze him in his tracks. The Emperor stared at him. Run, he told the toad, or hop! But he didn't manage to voice it, only think it. Zenobia stabbed her blade forward, and His Majesty fell dead. She began laughing hysterically.
Yeah, that's what
Or was she weeping? Just walk away. She laughed at him. I've no more use for you. There was something he needed to do, but he couldn't figure out what it was. So he did as he was told. As he
One
walked
reason
away,
why I'm,
he
you know,
felt a
that's one
chill
reason
in
why I
the
stream.
world. The light in the sky seemed to dim.
Okay.
He didn't dare turn. He had a nagging
You
feeling
didn't have to
there
tell
was
me that,
something he
sir.
should have done just then.
Just do it.
Something heroic. But he could not have taken the Iblis stone from her by force. And she would not have parted with it willingly.
Okay.
A cold wind blew from
Yeah,
where
I
she
don't
had
know.
been. But he still didn't dare turn.
I
And
just
then
hate
an
it.
awful laughter filled the air. And all the torches and all the ships went out. And he realized what he should have done. But by then, it was too late to do anything. He should go back to some of the choices he'd faced before. Maybe there were new paths that had opened up. Like those doors he was opening up all over the map that took him to new treasures and around his enemies. But he'd learned another true thing. Zenobia still had feelings for him.
Secret